through here screaming, then we'll have to do it. Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Stephanie from Hope in the Radio, and today I'm interviewing Kimberly Ward from the South Carolina. So Kimberly, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your music?
Okay, yes. So I live in New Bern, North Carolina. I've been here over 10, 11 years, a little longer, but I grew up in Wilson, North Carolina. A lot of my background is actually education and business, but I've done more with music the last 6 years than ever. But I also played the piano. I used to teach. I played the piano for about 30 years. And so all the interest I have is now all centered around my writing and music, including jobs I had or personal experience, things I've done or places I've lived. So a lot I'm doing now is I've gotten ideas from, life experiences, of course, like most writers.
And what musical artists have influenced you?
Which artists? So which artists? There's several I like, and some I know personally. Like Meredith Andrews, I went to school with her. I've heard her voice. She's amazing. Meredith Andrews is a contemporary Christian artist. I know she's really good. She's got a lot of performances done. I remember in high school hearing her sing, and I had no idea she was going to be a songwriter. We didn't talk about that, and I had even a class with her in high school. And as far as others, I like the Rochester family. They are gospel, and they travel, and they're on the bus. There's just several. And then I work with a professional photographer. Let's see, I get his band. He's out of Nashville, Tennessee. My photographer's there. And he actually also plays the guitar, and he has traveled with a famous band. So I'm not sure if I want to let that slip who. I'll probably keep that secretive. But Dolly Parton knows them. They have pictures of her in their house. So it's a well-known person. And well, now I'm going to mention Dolly too, because I love Dolly, and she's very well known, very famous. And I love it that she's writing books like for children, because I have children. I've started a children's book a few years ago. I need to finish it. I mean, who's inspired me has been a lot of people. It's hard to narrow it down to one. And then like Jody Messina, Faith Hill, I sing some of their songs. So I kind of have a lot of artists I like and their style. So.
Thank you. And what genres of music do you usually write?
Well, multi-genre. I was just saying like country and gospel, but I've done several. At this point, I've done like Americana music. Kind of any station will play that. Like my song "Just Want to Be Free," it plays on all types of station. And of course, I've done a couple gospel songs, written a Christmas song, and my country song is called "Because I Did." A lot of people like it. It's very humorous. It's very funny. So multi-genre. I just have a lot of interest in the music. Yeah.
Thank you. And what is your creative process like?
Okay, can you say that again?
Your creative process. Like, how do you write your music?
Okay. Well, that's a good question. I write it different ways. Some of them I've composed on the piano that I've done, lyrics and music and everything. Several of mine, I have paid guitar players to do all the melody. So I'll go ahead and tell you the one I mentioned, Because I Did. That's all guitar. I did only the lyrics for that one. And of course, I own all the rights to it. The guitar player didn't want anything to do except write the melody. And that was done in Virginia. But a lot of mine, okay, let me say it. 50% of mine are lyrics only. I write. The other 50% I've hired some guitar players or written that or composed on the piano. So I play the piano, of course. And places I like to write, I've written some of my songs at the beach. on trips, some at home, some in my car. So
Thank you. And what has been your biggest challenge so far as a songwriter?
challenges, had a couple of those. Sometimes, not that I'm not meeting deadlines. It sometimes has been with producers. It sometimes has been with other artists, and I hate to say it, but it's like this: you're waiting to hear back from them, or you're waiting to get an answer or a date, and they don't give you one. Not really with pictures or photography. That's different. But as far as with, I mean, I could go on and on, but that has been one of the main challenges sometimes because the producers are very busy. Unless they are just working on their own projects. A couple of them are songwriters, like Scott Sparkman. He's really good. He's in Sparta, Tennessee, and his communication is very good. There's a few I could mention here and there. I've actually worked in 6 studios, and it's been a lot of fun. And then there have been challenges too, trying to, sometimes get the dates figured out, or hey, when is this song done? I'm ready to be done. What do we have to finish it? Things like that.
And what do you wish you had known when you were first starting out?
Well, the honest answer is how much work this is. Because you're not getting paid by the hour. I mean, seriously, it's fun, but you have to be really motivated. You have to really want to do this. How much work it is, because writing a song may take someone 3 hours, but getting it done in studio could be 4 months. Or getting the right people, or if you want to add drums to it, or get a fiddle player in there. And besides, the actual production of the song is, I'm going to go and tell you, is marketing. I could go on that topic a whole hour. I won't do that, but that would kind of go along with challenges. But the marketing, and I've always said, let the song speak for itself. Every moment's been out for 4 years. It's played on, I'm going to say, about 6,000 stations, probably more than that. But yeah, a lot of work has been involved in what I do. I'm sure every artist would say that as well. But of course, if they are with the record label, that helps because they can, they do a whole lot of the admin work. So I've got to meet another call. I'm so sorry. What's going on? Okay. Turn this off. So I'm back.
What do you think helped you become successful?
A lot of things, actually. Like I was kind of saying already about motivation, that has to be there. Motivation has to be there because, like I said, you don't get paid by the hour, and I can't. A lot of things have to be accomplished to be successful. You have to put a lot of time into what you do, and effort and motivation. I personally believe that good business skills helps. Email, answering people in a good manner. Everyone in the world is busy with text messages and emails. And I personally try to do my best to slow down because it's already happened already and it might happen again. And what I'm going to mention is people give you a fast answer like, yes, I will. And sometimes you're like, well, are they in a bad mood or do they really mean yes? So I'm going to say, now one of my favorite classes was business ethics and communications because I worked a lot of office jobs a long time ago. I was just going to mention the same thing with music, being successful, a lot of communication, a lot of, double checking. Hey, did you mean to say yes tomorrow? Or sometimes maybe like, no, I didn't mean to say yes or no. And just double checking. And I'm also talking about radio interviews because sometimes an artist might have gotten the date or time mixed up. I know like Phil Kranz is in Georgia. He used to tell me that. I've known Phil Kranz a long time. And some of the DJs I know, like you, kind of by name and face or phone number. So I definitely think a lot of communication and then double checking, and then, hey, if it takes a phone call instead of like 8 text messages, I will just call them or on Messenger. I just want to make sure, because I want things to be done well. I want to look represented well in my music, of course, like any artist. And then the same thing goes for studios or photographers and everything. So,
And what has been your biggest accomplishment so far?
wow, that's biggest accomplishment is, I'm going to say, getting so much done that I have accomplished in, I'm going to say, about 6.5 years. And that would mean that's a lot, but I have done a lot of marketing of my own music. I mean, I personally have been into stores or Asheville, North Carolina. Some people know me from traveling there to Nashville. A lot accomplished because I've met a lot of people, and not always on the phone or, Facebook. A lot of the people I have met have been in person, or, hey, maybe at a bar and grill in Nashville, which isn't that often. I don't go to a lot of those or sing as much karaoke that I did like 2 years ago. But all of that had to do with getting accomplishments, because a lot of networking. And then following up with people. Like, I've met someone last week in Tennessee that probably wants a CD. I've got her name and her address. So I think it's a lot it's just a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. You have to be motivated to keep up with things like networking, phone calls, or get back with someone on the email. But as far as music, the actual song, I'm going to go and say every moment, I believe, is a lot accomplished, because it's come a long way in 4 years. I was hoping to win a certain award this year, but it has been mentioned in the World Songwriter Awards, and that was back in March. That was the spring of this year. And every moment is reaching a lot of people right now. And the reason I know is because I've heard from them on email, people I've never met. So to me, that makes me feel good as an artist. Like, I've never met this person. I don't know who they are, but they contacted me. And then that kind of comes with success and accomplishment, that, hey, the music's getting out there, and I'm excited.
Thank you. I think music, it does make us feel good. It's the heart of life, and it's a blessing and a gift, and to be able to share talents with people, it impacts them and makes such a world of a difference. And thank you for sharing that. So how can we best support you as you grow in your career?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
How can we best support you?
Okay, well, sharing my music, anything you can, or anyone, any music fans, anyone, or if they're on my Facebook or Instagram, hey, I'm going to share this song of hers. Anyone at any time can help me with things, like help me with booking events. I'm really interested now, between now and the new year. So it doesn't have to be a record label or, a pastor of a church or a friend. It could be anyone who wants to help me with bookings. I have postcards I'm just about to mail out. A friend of mine's making them for me with my name, email, phone number, everything. Don't think he's putting all my song titles on there. I have different marketing ideas, and I'm going to throw this out there. So anyone who ever wants to help with marketing, or, hey, I'll just mail your postcards if you send me $10 for the stamps. I'm open to having people help me. I already have a couple now, obviously the radio promoter, but couldn't share all of the secrets, of course, as you know, but I'm excited because some people I know have definitely helped me. They've helped me sell a few CDs here and there. Anyone who I will be doing my own Christmas shows. I'm working on getting some places booked. I know several places. I'm just working on getting some dates together. As far as I know, I'll be performing in the end of October. It's right at the border of Myrtle Beach in North Carolina. One of the program, it's like a program director. He's waiting on several artists to get with him. And let's see, just a lot of marketing. I want to really market my new song, The Christmas and Burn, has been out for over a year. I'm going to be heavily marketing that from now till Christmas. And I'd like to get some more pictures made, more portraits made. I have several. I want some more of those made. Oh, and I have a new song in a studio, but I don't want to tell you the name of it yet. Keep it a secret. It's one I've worked on for 3 years. So I just talked to the producer this morning, but that's exciting. It's a whole brand new one. Yeah. It's one I've worked on for 3 years. So I just talked to the producer this morning, but that's exciting. It's a whole brand new one. Yeah. Okay. And again, the volume here.
Is there any advice that you can give to new songwriters?
Any event to do?
Advice that you would like to give?
Oh, any advice? Oh, yes. Well, make sure you're having fun and you're happy at what you're doing, and meet the right people, because not everyone works together well. Okay, that includes business and music. Make sure you're working with people that you really want on your team. Someone in Nashville who also she's been in movies, she's been an actress, and a lot of things. She's a makeup artist. She told me about 2 years ago, Kimberly, you need to build your tribe. She said, Kimberly, you need to build your tribe. So I've always remembered that. And of course, we talk about having a circle of people. And unfortunately, one of mine in my circle is very sick right now, but he's still trying to help me with what he can. He's really good. He's done music. I mean, he actually sets up light staging equipment. He used to travel with some well-known artists. I don't know if I want to tell you who, but he's someone, when it happens, then I'll announce it. But I've known him over 2 years. But right now, a dear friend of mine, he's sick, but he still is helping me all he can. And if he's better by December, he will most likely do some sound equipment things for me, and some performances. And I'm also, of course, want to play the piano. I do a lot of Christmas works, especially at Christmas time. It's
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Kimberly, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you and hear your story and hear about your music. For everyone, the interview will be on the radio station tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It will also be on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and will be sent out to the Hope and Love Radio email newsletter. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Nice meeting you and talking with you.
You're welcome.